And we must love each other. We must love ourselves. And we must love our partners. And to love our partners, we must talk to our partners. I cannot repeat this enough, that we must talk to our partners. Make a date with your partner today. Make a date for sometime this week to go out, just the two of you. Find a babysitter if you have to. Sit over a bottle of wine or a few beers. Unfortunately, some of us need a few beers or alcohol to loosen our tongues. And then say, where do you think our relationship is going? Are you happy? You talk to your friends in that way, at least you women do. Men don't talk enough, unfortunately. That's why they are more prone to heart attacks. We women talk of our feelings more, but we don't talk to our partners in regard to our feelings, we women. And we should, because every man has a feminine side that you can get through to. I know it takes a lot, because men are bigger children than we are. I say that lightly. But men and women all need attention. And when there are children in a relationship and they're getting all of the attention, you know, who gives us the attention? The attention we all need. The attention we all deserve. The thanks we all deserve for the hard work that we're putting in, bringing up our children. Our children don't appreciate it, and why should they? We chose to have children. It was our choice. They owe us nothing. And those of us who think that they owe us something are mistaken. If they respect us, and we earn that respect, then they owe us something. They owe us respect. And I'm sure the love comes as well. But if we're bad parents, why should our children respect us? I tell any of you who have parents who treat you with disrespect and who you respect simply because they're your mother or your father, cut away from them. If any of your parents are hurting you and they're not good parents, divorce them. They can ruin you, the wrong parents. We don't automatically get respect because we're parents. We have to earn respect. And in a relationship, we have to talk. And once we've talked, we've broken the barrier. If there is a problem, for example, sex, I mention sex because it's a very common problem. And sometimes when we're not having sex with our partners, it creates an atmosphere and discomfort. And so if there isn't sex, discuss it. If you don't enjoy the way you're having sex with your partner, discuss it. If you don't want sex and your partner wants sex, tell them. I know a lot of women who fake orgasms and pretend they enjoy sex. Why? What's the point? Work on your sex life so that you enjoy sex. You enjoyed it once with your partner. Enjoy it again. We all deserve to enjoy sex. And remember, every time we have an orgasm, we lose 1,000 calories. So that can't be bad. So in a relationship, the most important thing to do is talk. Talk, talk, talk. And discuss. Debate. And if you can't do it between the two of you and you need a third party, go to see a marriage guidance counsellor. But see a marriage guidance counsellor. It's only a third party. And you will sit there and you will air your differences, and basically a good marriage guidance counsellor will advise you where you went wrong. So what I tell you, especially in regard to relationships, is fact. I'm arrogant because I'm a wise woman. I've aged wisely. As I've aged, I've learnt. I haven't stopped learning when I left school. I learn every day. And you must all learn every day. And learn within your relationship every day. But I can cure your relationship. If you listen to me and you take my advice, I will cure your relationship. And I will cure any other problem that you have. I will give you advice on how to cure any problem that you have. Even debt. I can't pay your bills, but I can tell you how to get about it. We were talking about relationships. Now, let's for example, talk about a married couple, a man and a woman. Any partnership really, but I'll give you the example of a man and a woman. How did you used to dress when you first met your partner? Did you allow them to see you first thing in the morning, scratching your backside and clean teeth? But I think when we were first in our relationships, we used to try. We used to try to look attractive, try to look sexy and appealing. Why aren't we doing it now? Just because we're married and we have a life to lead, although it's a very busy life, we mustn't neglect that side of the marriage, that side of the relationship. So we should always try to look nice, always try to look a bit sexy, and liven up your sex life a bit. I mean, I've been looking at some porn on the internet for research purposes, and I've seen the women stripping on the porn channels, and they don't have a clue. I used to be a stripper, but I was a strip-tease artist, and the word was tease. So I could teach you how to strip, but I'm not going to, because my family would go mad. But if you decide that you'd like to liven up your sex life a bit, you know, get dressed in a sexy dress one night and put some stockings and suspenders on, and slowly take each garment off. You'll drive your partner mad. I told one of my patients to do something once, and it backfired a bit, because she was having problems with her sex life. And I said, put a nice corselet and black tights on, black stockings on and high heels. Put a coat over it, and as your husband opens the door, instead of barking at him as you usually do and saying, think nice thoughts. Walk down the stairs, and as you're walking down the stairs, throw the coat off and reveal the lovely corselet and stockings. And by God, he'll have a shock. He did have a shock. He had his bank manager with him. So I give this advice lightly. Always put the latch on the door or whatever. I would never want anybody to be in that situation. But fortunately, my patient had a sense of humour, and so did the bank manager. And I think that they did get the loan that they were applying for. But you know, striptease is sexy. And you know, a lot of men are going on porn channels these days because they're looking for something else. And why should they be looking for something else when they have a beautiful woman, a sexy woman in the house? And it's better in person. I mean, it's better physically. We can't completely go into a virtual world. That feeling of having sex with another person is a fantastic feeling. And it kind of bonds you to that person. And you are a soulmate already, but what a wonderful thing when you're a sexual partner as well. So sex is very important in a relationship, so keep it sharp. And it's very difficult to watch television all night, eat a meal on your tray, have the children running around or whatever, go to bed and feel turned on for sex. It doesn't happen. You need to go out to dinner, or you need to sit by the beach with a bottle of wine maybe, and talk to one another and say, you look good tonight. Talk about how sexy you think your partner's looking that night. Tell them how attractive they are. If you don't, somebody in the workplace will, and then you're going to lose them. So compliment them. We all need compliments. We all need compliments. I was never given compliments. I am now, and it's a wonderful feeling. I didn't realise how wonderful it was to have a compliment, how it lifts our self-esteem. We should always give compliments to our partners. We should always give compliments to our children. Because what we tell our children is what they become. If you give negative criticism to your children, it's very harmful. You give constructive criticism to your children, if you have to give criticism. You say, that was a wonderful picture, but why don't you add that? Or, that was a wonderful story. Now, if you were to improve your spelling a little bit, it would be 1,000 times better. So constructive criticism, and reward your children for